All right, guys, so we're going to be going over all the pros and cons of Temecula, California, why this is a good area for you to move to, why it isn't a good area for you to move to. So hopefully by the end of this video, it should give you a pretty good idea if Temecula is a good place for you and your family or not. So real quick, my name is Steven. I'm a local agent here in the Southern California area. If you guys have any questions about buying, relocating, selling, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help and assist you guys as well. Please like this video. It helps us out tremendously. Please subscribe. If you're wanting to see more videos just like this, we post videos just like this all the time, and make sure to share with anyone who might have interest in watching these videos. So first, we're going to start off with the pros, going off of the good things that I personally think are great things of Temecula. And at the end, we'll see if the pros outweigh the cons or if the cons weigh out the pros. So let's get into it right now. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, but number one would be location. So Temecula is located in an amazing location. So we're in the middle of everything here. We're in the middle of LA, San Diego, Orange County, the beach, and the mountains. So we're close to everything here. So San Diego, we're about an hour and a bit away, depending on the location that you're going to. But if you're going to North County, Oceanside, Carlsbad, you're only looking about 30 to 40 minutes. And then if you're going to LA is about an hour and 20 to 2 hours, depending on the location that you're going to. And in Orange County as well, you're looking about 45 minutes to an hour. So you're not very far from those biggest cities. So if you were to ask me, I'd say Temecula is an amazing location. I know many who go down to the beach multiple times, especially in the summer. So if you're looking for a great location, Temecula is definitely a spot that you need to check out. So another pro for me is affordability. If you're comparing Temecula to a lot of bigger cities, it's very, very affordable. Like I said, if you're comparing it to San Diego, LA, and Orange County, Temecula is obviously going to blow those out of the water as far as affordability goes. You can buy a beautiful home here around $650 to $750. Obviously, there's going to be homes that are cost a lot more. Temecula has locations where they have custom homes with property, and those are going to be obviously a lot more. But on average, you're looking at around $650 to $700, $750, around that range, depending exactly what you're looking for. There's obviously a big range of what people are looking for. But comparing it, like I said, to the biggest cities, Temecula is extremely affordable. So if you're looking for an affordable area and a great location that's a beautiful city, definitely check out Temecula. I think you'll like it. Another pro would be safety. Temecula is extremely safe. That's why a lot of people actually move to Temecula, because of how safe it is and how good of a ratings Temecula has. Can things go down? Of course. Things can happen anywhere. It can happen in the greatest of areas. But Temecula overall is extremely safe. I lived in Temecula for many, many years, and it was always a place where I felt safe. My parents, my siblings, we all felt safe living here. You can go out late at night, early in the morning, anytime during the day, and feel pretty safe. Obviously, you have to be pretty cautious. But overall, going around town, going to the shops, going out to Old Town and doing different things, you'll see very quickly how safe it is. You can sense that the energy in Temecula is pretty good as well, as far as, feeling safe. You don't really run into many homeless issues, which is nice as well. You do, like I said, you will see them every once in a while, but it's nothing like the biggest cities where you see that quite a bit. That would be another pro for me, is safety. So another pro, and this is going to be important for those who have kids, are the schools. Temecula has one of the best school districts in all of the United States. A lot of people actually moved to Temecula specifically because of its schools. You got options for the public schools, you got private schools, you got charter schools here, and they all have great programs. If you're looking for a school who really focus on their sports, they have super good sports programs for the kids here, for both girls and boys. So definitely check out Temecula if you're looking for a good school district. Like I said, it's one of the top in the United States. Many people move here specifically just for schools. And this is another good reason for investors as well. If you're thinking about having rental properties, Temecula is a great place for that as well. It'll keep your values higher being in a good school district as well. So definitely check out Temecula if you're looking for a great school district. Another pro, and going off by what I was just talking about for investors, Temecula is a great place to invest. A lot of investors come here purchase rental properties. It's also great for those who are purchasing a home for themselves to invest in for the long term. So if you're looking at moving with your family and you just want to move to a great place where your equity can grow, then Temecula is a great place. Also for those who are looking to rent out properties. Temecula is a great rental community. There are a good amount of rental properties here, and they're not very hard to rent out because so many people want to move here. If you can't purchase, then you at least can rent. So that's another good place for here for both investors and renters. If you're looking to rent as well, Temecula is a great place to rent. So that's another great pro of Temecula. Another pro will be for those serving in the military. If you're stationed out at Camp Pendleton, or you will be stationed out there in the future, Temecula is a great place to check out. So Temecula is a great military town. A lot of military actually move here. They purchase homes here. And then once you get stationed to a different state or a different place, you can keep that property as a rental, and it'll be a great rental property to keep. But going back to just, those who are thinking about moving here, Temecula is a great place to check out because the surrounding areas of Camp Pendleton is extremely expensive. You got Oceanside, Carlsbad, Escondido, and they're not very cheap. So a lot of those who are in the military actually live in Temecula because the commute's not that far and it's a lot more affordable. So that's another pro. If you're in the military, we thank you for your service. We appreciate all that you do. Temecula is definitely a place that you should check out. Another pro would be the weather. I personally think that Temecula has one of the best weather in all the country. And I might be biased, but I personally love it here. The summer can get pretty warm, depending for like a few weeks out of the year. But for the most part, the weather here is amazing. You get that ocean breeze. We're not too far away from the ocean. The only thing that's dividing us is the mountain that's right by us. But other than that, you get that ocean breeze in the evening. It cools it down in the summertime, the spring, the fall here. Beautiful weather. You can't beat it. The wintertime is not that heavy. So if you don't like crazy winters where you're going to be crazy cold in the snow and shoveling snow and scraping your car and driving in it, then that's something you don't have to worry about. Temecula's gotten snow maybe once or twice in the last 20 years. And when I say snow, it's like snow that didn't even stick. Or if it did stick, it was probably on the ground for a couple of hours and it melted. So if you're looking for a cold winter, then it's probably not a great place for you. If you're looking for a mild summer, then it might not be the best place for you. But one thing I can tell you is even in the summertime, even if it hits 100 degrees, in the morning or at night, it will cool down. Always get a nice breeze. There's probably a week or two at night where it probably doesn't cool down as much, but it's nothing like Las Vegas or Arizona where you're still in the hundreds. I'm talking more like in the high 70s where you might have to have your aircon on. But other than that, in the summertime, you can open up your windows in the evening at night, especially if you have a quiet, cool fan, and just pull the cold air from the outside into your home to cool it down without using the air conditioner. So that's another pro for me is the weather here in Temecula. Another pro, and this pro is for me and those who like sports, being close to big sporting cities. So we're close to San Diego, LA, and Orange County. So being close to San Diego, if you're a baseball fan, obviously having the Padres there, and you root for a team from a different state, they're always most likely going to play here anyway. So you can go visit them when they play here. They're not very far. So the Padres Stadium is about like an hour away from here. And you can get pretty affordable tickets there as well. You have the new soccer team coming into town, San Diego FC, starting in 2025. So a lot of people are excited about that. And in LA, you have the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you have LA Galaxy, which is soccer, and LAFC. You have the Rams and the Chargers in the NFL. You got the LA Kings, the Anaheim Ducks for hockey. You got a lot of different sporting teams that you can root for. Temecula is a great sport town because you got fans from all over the place. It's kind of fun to meet people from different places, from different states and different teams, kind of learn about their backgrounds and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm huge into sports. That's what I love about it. I love going to different sporting events. I go quite a bit to soccer games and the football games. I try to go to the Lakers games, but they're bloody expensive, so I don't go as often as I would like to. But yeah, another thing I'm going to bring up as well, and I'm going to bring this up because like I said, I'm a big sports fan and I'm a Raiders fan, so I like to go to Vegas during the season, and Vegas isn't that far away from here. It's about a 3 hours and 45-minute drive. So if you like to go to sporting events down in Las Vegas as well, or go to concerts or stay there for the weekend, Las Vegas isn't that far away as well. So if you want to live in a place where you're close to sporting events or even concerts, a lot of these concerts are in the biggest stadiums, then Temecula is definitely a place to check out. I think you'll really like the location if you're into sports and concerts and music and all of that. So Temecula is definitely a place you need to check out if that's important to you. So another pro of Temecula is that they have many different neighborhoods with different styles and different feels. So you got different neighborhoods, like you got the wineries where you have custom homes with a lot of property. You have the Luz, which is up in the hills with a lot of property as well, custom homes. You have Meadowview, which is in the center of Temecula. It feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, which is a super, super cool feel. But you're very, very close to everything. But you got custom homes in there with a lot of property as well. You have Summers Bend, which is a newer community, but extremely popular with beautiful homes, different styles. You have Harveston. Harveston is another community where a lot of people from the East Coast say they kind of feel like they're in the East Coast in that community. It's very, very different. You have a man-made lake there that people love to go fish at, walk around. There's ducks there. There's paddle boats in there as well. There's a lot of different activities to do in there. So Temecula is definitely a great place to check out if you don't want to live in a very cookie cutter Temecula style track home. There's different styles. Obviously in those neighborhoods, prices are going to be a little bit higher because you're looking at more custom, a little bit more desirable homes. A lot of people are trying to get into those neighborhoods, so prices tend to stay up. But that's a good thing. It actually helps you if you do purchase in those areas, it helps keep your value higher and obviously building equity down the road. So if you're looking for an area that has different type of style homes, it's not very cookie cutter, Temecula is definitely a place to check out. I'm not saying that they don't have those neighborhoods here in Temecula, because they do, but for the most part, they do have a lot of different styles here in Temecula. Another pro of Temecula will be for commuters. A lot of people who live in Temecula commute to either LA, Orange County, or San Diego for their jobs, but don't want to pay the high ticket prices of homes out in San Diego and LA paying $1 million plus to live in those areas. So if you're a commuter and you're kind of trying to look for an area that will fit you and your family, definitely check out Temecula. I think Temecula will be a great option for you and your family. Another pro of Temecula is the shopping options that you have here. So Temecula has the Promenade Mall, which is very popular. It's a big, massive mall. They're always adding stuff to it. You have a lot of the big name shopping stores that are there. You have the cinema there as well. You have a lot of sit down options here in Temecula. You got your steakhouses, you got your Chili's, you got your Italian, you got your Chinese, you got a lot of different options here in Temecula, as well as fast food. And any fast food place you can think of, most likely Temecula will have it. And you also have Old Town. Old Town is very popular here in Temecula. Actually, a lot of people from out of state actually come out and check out Old Town Temecula. It's a super cool place to check out. On the weekends, there's always events. There's a farmer's market, a lot of different shopping antique stores, a lot of restaurants there, as well as the wineries. If you're a wine drinker, you like to go and that's your vibe, drinking wine and having your lunch and dinner out, looking out the winery, and definitely Temecula is a place for you. So you have a lot of different shopping options, a lot of things to do here with the mall, wineries, Old Town, restaurants, and a lot of more things to do. So if that is important to you, then Temecula is definitely a place to check out. All right, last but not least, because there are a lot of pros of Temecula, but I'm going to finish it off here, is how close we are to airports here and how many different options we have here in Temecula. So if you are one who travels a lot for work, Temecula is a great place to check out. If you're one who travels out of the country a lot or even out of the state to go visit family, or if you just like to travel, Temecula is a great place to check out because we're very close to many different airports. So we're close to San Diego International Airport. We're close to Orange County, which is John Wayne. We're not too crazy far away from LAX. I avoid LAX at all costs. It's hell getting in, it's hell getting out. There's always so much traffic, but most of the time LAX has the best deals for international airports where you have no choice to fly out of there, but that's okay. You have for domestic flights, or you have Ontario Airport, which is also another international airport, but it's a little pricey to fly out of there. But domestic flights, you can also fly out of LAX, Long Beach, Orange County, San Diego. You got Palm Springs, who have great deals as well. So you have a lot of different options here if you're flying in and out of the area. So that's another pro for me, is being close to airports. All right, so I'm going to get into the cons now. And the first con I'm going to bring up, because this is one thing I can't stand about Temecula, is the traffic. Traffic is hell in Temecula. Everyone complains about, you don't know anything about traffic because you don't know anything about LA, Orange County, or San Diego traffic. Yes, I know, but for the size of Temecula and the amount of cars and the amount of people that we have here, traffic can be terrible here as well. Especially on the 15 freeway between the 79 all the way up until you get to Murrieta. There's a pocket there where you're going bumper to bumper the whole way until you either exit and one of the exits in Temecula, or once you get into Murrieta. It's pretty hell. That could range and depending on the time of the day, but for the most part, between 1 and around 7, you're going to be stuck in that traffic because of the massive mall and all the shoppings and all the things to do in Temecula. It gets pretty crowded on the weekends. So traffic in Temecula can suck. A lot of the times going in and out of Temecula, it doesn't matter what time of the day, sometimes you could be stuck in traffic. So if you're one that doesn't like traffic, if you're one who doesn't really like being around a lot of people, if you're one that gets kind of crazy or gets anxious behind the wheel being around a lot of cars, then Temecula might not be the greatest place for you. Another con will be job opportunities. So for those who are moving from a different area of California, out of state, thinking about moving to Southern California, wanting to be close to their job, Temecula might not be the greatest place. Temecula, there's a lot of commuters that live in Temecula. Those commute to LA, San Diego, Orange County for their jobs. Other than the local jobs that we have here that, a city needs, we don't really have many job opportunities. So if you're looking for a place where, you're close to bigger job opportunities where you're not going to be commuting and being behind a car for an hour and a half, then Temecula might not be the greatest place for you. My last con, and I talked about this in the pros, but I'm going to bring it up in the cons because we get this a lot, is the weather. So a lot of people like to complain about how hot Temecula can get. It's not as hot as other cities that we're close to, but it can get pretty warm. Another thing as well is that we don't really have a true winter here. Yes, it can get cold. We can wear sweaters and pants during the winter. But you're not going to get that cold, you're not going to get the snow here. You're not going to get your really full seasons. Spring, it's kind of like a winter straight to summer here, as well as fall. Fall is not really a true fall here where you're going to get the leaves falling, that feeling of fall. It's really more of a two type of seasons area where you get your summer, a little bit of fall, straight to winter, a little bit of spring, and straight to summer again. So if you're one looking for 4 seasons, then Temecula probably isn't a place for you. But if you're looking for a place where you just have nice weather year round, your mood is based off of, the weather, then Temecula is a great place for you. But if you were looking for the 4 seasons and you don't want a warm summer, then Temecula probably wouldn't be a place for you. You probably want to look at different areas of California. All right, guys. So overall, I feel like the pros definitely outweigh the cons when it comes to Temecula. I think Temecula has a lot more good than bad. There's going to be cons in every single area. You just want to make sure that the pros and what's important to you definitely outweigh the cons. So if you're thinking about moving to Temecula or you think that it could be a great option for you, make sure to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to sit down with you and kind of go over if Temecula really is a good fit for you or not. Once again, guys, if you guys have any questions about purchasing, buying, relocating, feel free to reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.